Morning, folks. Here I was hoping to get things started before it got too hot, and it's already getting that way. It's pretty early yet, but it sure don't take long. That big yellow thing in the sky comes over the mountains and bang. Well, anyway, going through some stuff that I still had on the fairgrounds and finding more traps and things that I'd left over there and putting stuff away and trying to get the rest of the junk I got in the in my truck unloaded so I can get going this morning. But years ago I got given this. It's a vertical hand crank drill press. Let's see here. It's rusted up. This is a trap that I need to get that nut off of there. So I sprayed that with some PB Blaster too. This is actually an old new house. The chain is broken and missing, but I have another one. So if I can get that nut off of there, I'll fix that up too. But this thing is pretty neat. The drill bit goes into here. It's missing the stop, but this would have been left on the table like that, and it's kind of a bench mount one, vertical or horizontal, I mean. This is loose, and the handle here will move just a tiny bit, but the shaft itself, it's pretty rusty. I don't know if that's ever going to turn again. It is tight. But we ended up, the lady that used to be on that Storage Wars show, Emily Weirs was her name. Now it's changed. She's married now. But she has these online auctions all the time here. And I ended up with this one. I got this for $20. Isn't this cool? This is a... Move this out of the way. This is a vertical drill press. Not the horizontal. And this one works. The only trouble is the way the bits are. They got a bigger shank here that's set in with a set screw. I don't know if I can get replacement drill bits. I might be able to rig up a adjustable chuck like a modern drill has off of this. But these are really neat. They yeah, let me set it up, show you how it works. Probably going to end up tipping this over and breaking it. I just set it on the chair here. But the way this works is there is a cam right here on this crank. And, oops, right there. And then this little lever arm here goes up and down with that cam. This little piece, you flip that over this direction and it goes into these notches. And so when you crank this thing, let's see, I'm going to need a tripod here. When you crank this thing, this lever hits against that cam and advances this, which turns that screw, and it lowers the drill bit just a tiny bit at a time. And this wheel is kind of a combination flywheel and a wheel that you can use to turn it either direction. If you go, if this gets too tight, then you flip this out of the way again, like that, and then you can back it off just a little ways. So see how that cam's up here like that. Okay, so you watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna need a tripod. Hold on. Okay, so when you turn it, this little cog here will thing advances the wheel just a little bit. Really pretty neat. Pretty simple design that works actually really well. Yeah, these are pretty neat. I've only seen a couple of them that still worked. The first one I ever saw was at a black powder rendezvous. They had a blacksmith there that was making stuff. But anyway, always wanted one of these. This one come from the Buffalo Forge Company in Buffalo, New York, USA, it says. I've also got this forge blower. It's a Champion Blower Forge Company, and what does that say? Lancaster, Pennsylvania. This was given to me by a good friend also, and it works. When Hillbilly was here, for some reason it was kind of stuck. But I've always thought it would be fun to set up a forge and a hand crank drill press. That thing just keeps going and going. Set up a forge and a hand crank drill press and make a little old time non-electric blacksmith shop. This one here is also made by the Champion Blower and Forge Company in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, USA. They're just so doggone neat. I want to get this one going if I can, but I don't know, it might be too rusted up. I would really love to do that. The only problem I got now, I got bursitis in my in my arms, and swinging a hammer and beating on metal, I don't know if I can even do it. I might do it anyway. It'd still be fun to make small things. I think I could make, I don't know, coat hooks and stuff like that without a whole lot of trouble, but anything big, I don't know if I can do it anymore. Dang it. Like Grandma Thomas used to say, she lived to be 102 years old. Grandma Thomas always said that getting old wasn't for sissies, and she's right. So anyway, I've got my parts and pieces slowly but surely showing up. My uncle has a good anvil, and sounds like he's going to give that to me, but he hasn't yet. So if I can get the anvil, a couple of different drill presses, and a forge with a hand crank blower, I'm well on my way. I might as well set it up, even if I don't use it. It'd be kind of neat. But for today, back to chopping weeds. I haven't heard back from the guy. I called a fella with a backhoe, and he's going to come dig up that water pipe, but I don't know when. He said probably sometime this week. Today is Wednesday, I believe. So hopefully with the next couple of days he'll come out and do that. But chopping weeds is way, way boring. You don't want to watch that. Unless something interesting happens, we'll see you tomorrow.